What's up YouTube, Capital G here, once again doing a Dev Pro replay. This was sent to me by a subscriber. If you guys have awesome replays, I will commentate over them, give my opinions on what happened. It has to be, for the most part, like hype stuff or really original decks. I wouldn't want to do like Nekroz versus Cleafort unless something like insane happens. I mean, I get enough of that with the DN dual commentary, and as I'm not super familiar with Dev Pro, it just wouldn't even make sense. So as you see, we have Nekroz here at the top, pretty standard deck. Everybody knows Nekroz, but then we actually have Lightsworn at the bottom. Both of these decks look like they opened up with really good hands. Anytime you open up with Manju plus Prep plus Rhoda, I mean, you've already got a ton of ways to search, and then you've got the Kaleidomirror or the Kaleidoscope to basically like summon the Unicorn and even go plus harder. On the bottom, the Lightsworn hand is, I mean, it's not the worst in the world. I mean, I don't know though. You got Judgment Dragon in your opening hand and you don't have any names. You have to really hope that you, well actually no, this is charged. I thought for some reason that this was double solar recharge. So no, I'm gonna say this is a good hand because not only can you get Wolf out of your hand with solar recharge, but then you can charge for like Lumina, or you can charge for maybe Raiden. So you get at least a minimum of 5 mils plus a search of any Lightsworn. Let's see what happens. Alright, so Lightsworn opens up with charge. Let's pause it right quick. Man, Dev Pro goes so fast. He milled Raiden, Lila, and Dark Arm Dragon for the charge, and then you see that he activated Solar Recharge, pitched the Wolf, and he milled Equips Wyvern and Royal Decree. Royal Decree in the main deck seems pretty interesting. I believe he drew double Light Pulsar Dragon, so he's gonna banish something for the Eclipse Wyvern, and he has a Lumina in his hand that I believe he got from a Charge of the Light Brigade. He can easily just pitch the Light Pulsar Dragon for another Lightsworn and then summon it from the graveyard. So let's see what he actually does. You see that, what's it called, Equips Wyvern triggered, and he actually ended up banishing Red Eyes, and then he summons Light Pulsar Dragon, probably by banishing the Equips Wyvern. I believe, yeah, he banished Equips Wyvern and Dark Arm Dragon to summon this guy, and I believe Red Eyes should go to his hand. So that's exactly what happens. Alright, so MST is pretty much going to be super dead in the hand of the Nekroz player, just as Royal Decree would have been in the hand of the Lightsworn player. You see that he searched for Brio. He played it. Actually, I think he may have searched for the regular mirror, the regular Nekroz mirror, and now I believe he's resolving Brio. I believe that got Trishula to his hand. So he activates Rhoda, getting Shurit so that obviously he can play his Nekroz mirror. And little does he know his opponent has a Fat Veiler. So he chains both the Shurit and the Trish. Okay, so Trish is not going to resolve obviously because of Veiler. He activates Preparation of Rites. Oh my god, it's going so fast. It's one of the reasons why I hate Dev Pro. Alright, so he ended up searching Colossalus, I believe. Either Colossalus or Brio, and I know that he activated Rhoda, but I think the Rhoda was what got him Shurit originally. Anyways, you see that he moves to battle phase because, like, there's really nothing else to do. So I believe he's going to attempt to attack over the, what's it called, the Light Pulsar, and then maybe make a direct attack with Manju. Let's go ahead and play it. That's exactly what he does, 1600 damage. He then sets that MST. Maybe he's thinking that the Lightsworn player will be baited into using like a Lila on it, but for the most part, when Nekroz players set, like, I just largely ignore it. Like, I mean, ain't nobody buying them damn bluffs. Maybe you have a Book of Eclipse, but, you know, I'm not really buying it. He ends up top decking Honest. He plays Lumina, pitches, oh lord, it's going so fast. I believe he, pitched, I'm not exactly sure what he pitched. I think he may have pitched the second Light Pulsar Dragon, and then he got Raiden, and then he tuned those two together to make Stardust Dragon after, of course, using Raiden's effect. He has Light Pulsar on field as well, which he summoned, and now obviously he's going to nuke the field. Light Pulsar Dragon will trigger because it doesn't matter, like, it doesn't care how it got blown up. The fact that it got blown up is all that really matters. And then he's able to get Red Eyes. This is really bad for the Nekroz player because he totally doesn't have Valk in his hand. against Lightsworn, kind of a sacky deck, I think you always want to have Valk. And you see he activates the effect, getting Light Pulsar, then summons JD, has 4 names, doesn't have to use the effect, attack, 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 and yeah, that's game. So pretty much a savage play right there. It's not often that you will see these 3 dragons dropped in one turn. Hell, not even in the Chaos dragon format. But these 2 cards are still really, really good together just because it creates a huge wall of 2,500 beaters. And if Nekroz can't Trishula you, then they kind of have a hard time answering this, as if they run over, you just get this, and then when this comes out, it just reborns this. So it's kind of like a soft loop. I mean, you basically need Valkyris, and Valkyris can only kill one of these guys. Cards like Unicorn don't really do a ton. So anyways, Lightsworn player was able to completely savage him. If you don't have Valkyris and you're playing against Lightsworn, you're basically at any given point in the game, like, there's a decent chance you might get OTK, that they might savage you with like 3 huge beaters. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching as always.